What does it mean, concretely, technically, to extract movement out of figures, as though movement enjoyed an autonomous materiality, as if it could be subject to a chemical transformation that would make it pure, abstract, freed from bodies? What could this correspond to in chronophotographic practice? Certainly not the shooting of a series of photographic stills. And what is a movement, in general, from a technical standpoint? The concept of movement is shifted here. Accordingly, what should be understood in the phrase, putting this movement into the apparatus? Could this be achieved by means of an engine or a crank? Would it be the outcome of some work and the exertion of a force? Again, certainly not here, for how would this movement, first mechanical, then, in general, turn into an individual movement by merely assembling movement in figures, or by combining them, as Bergson has it? The movement would then have to be imagined as self-articulating, the way a mechanical part is articulated to still snapshots, or, extending the metaphor of transmutation suggested by Bergson, as producing a sort of mix whose result is a transmutation of movement. Mechanical movement to movement in general to particular movement. In fact, what we have here is a radical transformation of concepts that possessed a technical reference into Bergsonian concepts. Indeed, the above series of questions only serve to underline the discursive tour de force playing itself out here, namely the total liberties taken with the technicity of the cinematographic term of comparison. While the precision of the technical reference to the decomposition of movement may compensate for the discursive transmutation at the moment of analogical shift, it is not the case at all for synthesis. With regards to the first part of the process, mention of the notion of still snapshots in Bergson's technical description points to several facts which may be clearly identified. The photographic snapshot presupposes the use of specific techniques and procedures: a quick shutter, a sensitive medium involving gelatin and silver bromide, a set of high-quality lenses allowing the concentration of light, to name a few. As for the series of snapshots, it points to the rotating special shutter of chronophotographic practice, which was based on the model of the phenakistoscope. When Bergson describes synthesis, however, this link to technique proves too limited to provide an understanding of the procedure needed in the production of the illusion. The moment of the synthesis of movement is presented without the essential reference of persistence of vision, excluded from Bergson's text, which draws the reader's attention toward the movement that cannot be seen, at the center of every process of transmutation. Indeed, combining elements into an artificial movement seems to consist of a mere addition. Movement in general plus figures equals particular movement. It comes to supplement the essentially mechanical explanation of the link between images, but evidently it cannot possibly convey the process of synthesizing movement. The explanation of the illusion, then, can only rest on what is given as a hidden process, using artifice, alchemy, or trickery.